Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great Wednesday. Well, today as you can see we are going to be starting this one. It is called Houses at the Foot of the Mountains. I'm just going to call it Houses and Mountains, just to keep it simple. And we're going to be starting right up in here on this edge, right as like the land meets the sky. So because I figured those colors in the background are all light, so we'll just go with this one. And it's 801 and it is kind of a rustish brown. Yeah. And I got my needle minder. I know this isn't a spring kit, but it's the only thing I had with the landscape that, you know, kind of blended in with the scenery, if you will. Holy cow. Man, I'm glad it's Wednesday. Yeah, even if we do have an order coming today. I've got to move this. I'm so sorry. Yep. And then we'll bring it down. Holy cow. Yeah, yesterday was cold and very windy, and I think it maybe got up to 35, but you know, there's the wind chill factor and everything else that goes with it. Yeah, it was not a lovely day. So it's supposed to be cold again today. Maybe it'll warm up again tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. This needle is just going to go bye-bye. It's got a really rough edge to it. Hang on. Got to find one over here. I don't know why it's so rough. But yeah. Sorry. Stuff happens around here all the time. But we'll fix it. I thought it was just me, but evidently not. There we go. Now we can stitch a bit. This thing is so huge. I have it all folded up here. I did make the bags for it. So, yeah, I had to have 2 bags because there was so many threads. So, yeah, what did I stitch on yesterday? Oh my goodness. Brain is completely gone. The cold weather just blew it right out of here. I know I stitched on something yesterday. Oh, it was the beautiful village. Yeah, I was trying to work on that roof and put in that single square thing that they got going on through there. Yeah, I put in 1 strand of that and I said, like, I'm done. So I went back over and worked on the pink trees for a while. Yeah, that's the way it goes some days. Some days I got all the patience in the world, and others, not so much. But I was debating which one of these I would start today. I really want to start the crane, so sooner or later it'll get started, because I think it's the one that I waited for the longest. Shouldn't say that it took forever for me to get it. It's just that I couldn't make up my mind to get it, because I'd seen it several times. And, you know, kept putting it off and putting it off, and here we are. Work all the way over to this corner over here, and then we'll work our way back to where I started. So yeah, when I got home I made myself another Reuben. I love some Reubens. I had a Reuben on Monday night and had one last night because I wanted to use up the cheese that I got. I didn't buy a whole huge thing of cheese. I just get it sliced and then I just throw it all together and call it a Reuben. But it really was missing something, not having that sauerkraut. I usually use Bavarian sauerkraut. I want to say Krooners make it. But I had all that lovely cabbage. I even was going to save all the juice and make like cabbage soup. But yeah, it didn't taste the way I wanted it. So yeah, I threw out the juice. Saved the cabbage. It was just a little bland, I guess. That's where I wanted to go with that. Because a true Reuben has sauerkraut. So, oh well, lesson learned. And I put the rest of it in the freezer. It freezes really well. So, if I want to have sandwiches or just sauerkraut. Now, the cabbage doesn't... I don't know about freezing it because I don't think I've ever tried that. That just doesn't go over too well in my brain, so it is what it is. I guess if I'm going to have Reubens, then I'll just get some sauerkraut and have a true Reuben. But yeah, I do look forward to St. Patrick's Day every year, and so I can have my corned beef. And I even got some spicy mustard. My mother used to just serve it with horseradish, because that's the way my dad liked it. But I got older and I found some spicy brown mustard. I don't even know whose brand it was. It seems like it was French's or the store brand. I don't remember. I don't get that one that has that big German name in it. I've seen it in my household, but yeah, I just picked this up because I probably got, what do you call it? Had it before, you know. I also use that on brats. They used to have a really good spicy mustard, but they stopped carrying it, and that's when I got onto this one. So it'll work. It'll work. As long as it's got horseradish in it, I don't care. My daughter, she can't have horseradish mustard. Horseradish gives her the hiccups. I was like, what? When she told me that, and I made her prove it, she stood right there and tried some, and not more than 10 minutes later, she got the hiccups. I was like, okay, never mind. Moving on. Jeez. So. Oh well, you live and learn. Because sometimes, she used to get a steak sauce that had horseradish in it. And I guess that's where she found out it gave her hiccups, so who knows? I thought that was just too bizarre. I do like that creamy horseradish as well, but I like the spicy mustard just as well. It's just so sad that this time of year is over with already. I could probably eat my own weight in corned beef. But they don't seem to carry it too often at our store any other time of the year, so here we are. No grand plans for the weekend that I know of. Is anybody else going anywhere? Or doing anything exciting? I don't know if your weather's better than ours. But if it's, as long as it stays cold and windy, we're staying inside. Not a good time to go walking around. And one of the guys that came in last night said, I said, oh, you're early or whatever, and because he'd usually show up a little bit later, he goes, well, they sent us all home because we had snow up on one of the passes wherever he was working. So I don't know what he does exactly, but yeah. I'm like, because that pass is not that far away from us. And it was snowing when I went to work. I mean, it was snowing and blowing really hard, so you know none of it landed. And I thought that was going to carry on like that for a couple, 2 or 3 hours. About 45 minutes to an hour later, nothing. It just was cold and windy and no snow. But it looked really bad over the mountains, so I know the mountain area got some snow. So, oh my goodness, what's everybody else working on? Are you working on something fun, something exciting for you? Well, I guess we'll just finish. Come on. Try so hard not to get that end in there, and then some days it just happens. Oh my goodness. Watched a little Netflix last night. I was in bed by like 12:30. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. And then I was up. When I went to bed early the night before, I was up at 7:30 in the morning. I'm like, really? No. Just seems way too early. This one's kind of got a rough end to it, too. I don't know where I got these needles. They're not the ones that came with the kit. These were just in my pin cushion. I'll take one of the kits like this, and I'll take all the needles out and just shove them in my pin cushion, and that way I have some, you know, readily available, so I have no idea where they came from. Some are better than others, and others are just so rough on the end, it drives me crazy. So this isn't the first time that this has happened. Whoops. I guess my granddaughter got over her, I guess she had a sore throat. So she went back to school on Friday, so they've been going all week here, so we'll see. And then my daughter was complaining, I don't know what day it was, maybe Monday, of having a sore throat. But I talked to her yesterday, and she didn't seem to be the worse for wear. She never mentioned it again. So, glad everybody's not getting sick again. Jesus. What was it, December, when my grandson had to go to the hospital? He was there 3 days, 4 days, something like that. He had pneumonia, and he was pretty sick. Seemed like he was there for a week, but you know how that goes. Time flies when you're off doing something else. Whoop. No? Okay. I almost stitched over the same thing. But I wanted to start this in a place that wasn't see this great big huge area. And I'm pretty sure from like this green up is all half cross stitch. So we'll just kind of stay away from that for a while. I can see all the symbols. Everything looks good. But I just didn't feel like doing half cross stitches or big huge areas. This area was quite big enough. Let me anchor that. Oh, let me do it over there. Maybe. We're trying, folks. And of course I cut my nails off, so, you know, now I have no leverage here. There we go. Let me flip it sideways. See if that'll work. And then we'll bring you down. Whoop, my bad. There we go. So yeah, I think there's some green and some brown in that. So we will just carry on. This is a lovely fabric. It's just really easy to hang on to. It might be a little rough on the outside, but it's very nice to hang on to. So yeah. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.